Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of Gwent Trivia. This technically, I guess, if you're keeping track and keeping this on the books, would be episode 3. But as we continue to improve, new elements are being made. So this could actually be our first episode or our second. It doesn't really matter. But I am very excited to go ahead and have this opportunity to play some more Gwent Trivia. We had so much fun last time. So we're going to do it all over again with brand new contestants, and hopefully every 2 weeks we'll have another shot at this. So if you yourself are interested, as I sort of put myself back into the picture here, we're having a little bit of production errors. It's all good. We're fine. Perfect. This is how these things go. Sometimes you shift around because that's part of the game. That said, friends, we are absolutely thrilled to make this happen. I am joined by Mr. Announcer Guy and producer Markthius.
Oh my goodness. I am actually here.
He is actually here. There he is. Look at him. And he dressed for the occasion. He definitely got the memo that I didn't get, not knowing that this is formal and not necessarily formal.
But, I wore my Dungeons and Dragons tie, Flake. Do you like it?
It's very, very pretty. I love it.
It's very beautiful.
You look like a gothic Pee Wee Herman, and it's just... It's brilliant. Yeah.
Exactly. Hey, kids.
Yeah. So Mark is going to help us with the scorekeeping, also part of the production. All of everything you see, all the fireworks that you see around me and everything.
All the beautiful production work.
Including that earlier camera error. That is definitely Markthius' fault. So all the beauty all the beauty and horror you can attribute to him. Yes. Mark, I do need a pen, though. Do you have a pen that you can pass me? Yes? Look, get that. Yeah, just pass it over.
Here you go. Here you go.
Perfect. Thank you. Awesome. That we recorded and rehearsed that 2,000 times. So, Markthius, without further ado, would you please introduce our 3 contestants?
Absolutely. We have 3 wonderful people joining us today on Gwent Trivia with Flake, brought to you by the Lodge of Sorceresses. Our first contestant today, hailing from the great Northeast, is going to be Spetznazzy, representing the Skellige faction. How are you doing today, friend?
I'm doing all right. Ready to go.
Ready to go. And what is going to be your buzzing noise for today?
I'm guessing Bran will just yell Skellige. Won't get annoying at all.
At all. Yeah, no. All right, so that's going to be your buzzing noise. Remember it. You're going to use it later. Our second player, hailing from the great land of Canada, is AliasV. How are you doing today, Alias?
Hi. How are you guys?
Everyone's doing quite well. Elias, what is going to be your buzz-in noise for today?
Irma.
Irma.
Because why not?
Because why not? All right, remember that one. Uma is going to be your buzz-in noise. Boy, we're getting some good ones to start the day. And our third contestant today, hailing from the great land of Germany, is RyanGodric. How are you, sir?
Absolutely fantastic.
Excellent to hear. And what is going to be your buzz-in noise for today?
I think it has to be, shoo!
We're gonna do the shoop yell for Ryan's buzz-in. Sounds good, man. All right, let's meet Flake back on the main stage. Back to you, Flake.
Awesome, great. So welcome, contestants. You guys are pretty much familiar with the rules, but for those of you playing at home, the home version of the Gwent Trivia show, I'm just going to be going over a little bit of what goes on over here. Basically, there's going to be 4 different segments, 4 different categories, if you will. A right answer is 2 points. A incorrect answer is -1 point. So this is kind of gonna keep you all in check, so that you're not just buzzing all willy-nilly on me, yelling these voice lines just haphazardly, because I do have some sanity that I'd like to cling to. So we're gonna make sure that we keep all that in check. So that's pretty much the name of the game. At the end of the day, the person with the most points will take home the crown. There's no crown, but there is a prize. And for you playing in the audience,
points? What?
There are crown points. Yes, we dished out unofficial crown points. This is an unofficial tournament scene. So please, for those playing at home, this is something for you as well. For the audience, for the those watching us right now, please make sure that you pay attention, because we will eventually kick it to you guys. Because I know that Twitch chat is always the 1,000 IQ entity that's all around us at all times. So when 2 incorrect answers are given for one particular question, we kick it to Twitch chat. You guys can go ahead and show off a little of that dirt off your shoulder and tell us exactly what the right answer is. But not only that, if you guys go ahead and right now in the chat hit !contest, you will be entered into a random contest, a random draw at the end of the show for some various prizes, which could include Steam keys for various games, etc. So we'll decide that later. So everybody, !contest, and you should be entered into, as my Larry the Archosaur bot gets completely assaulted with Just there he goes. He is getting smoked, but it's
Well,
all
he's
good.
there
work.
to die.
He's working. He's doing overtime.
Good job, Larry.
Yes, and one of these segments, the last segment of the day, is one of my favorites. It's the draw a card segment, where we're gonna pick a card, and our 3 contestants are gonna have to sketch that card, and then you, the audience, will get a chance to vote on who wins. So this is very interactive, and you guys are playing just as big as a part. So without further ado, are all 3 of you ready to go? Give me your best buzz-in noise right now to signal your readiness.
Skellige!
Woo,
Oh,
that's
God.
loud.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
that was loud on me too.
I can't wait to get the when you all get your eviction notices from your buildings. This is gonna be great. So let's start the games, ladies and gentlemen. The first segment is called Voice Lines, and this is very simple. I'm gonna read out a voice line in my best impression of what that actual voice line sounds like, and whoever buzzes in with the correct answer of what card that is will get 2 points. Again, if you are incorrect, you get minus a point. So, Markthius, keep
Ooh, boy.
close attention to all the failures and triumphs, because we are ready to go. The first voice line of the day is, I never err in my predictions.
Skellige.
Yes, Spetznazzy, first on the queue.
Zarthesius.
That is correct. Brother of Zarthesius,
I am.
Yeah, Zarzethius is also correct. In Canada, we call him Zarzedthius, but still, that counts. So that is 2 points for Mr. Spetznazzy. First on the board with 2 points. Ba-boom. Perfect. Beautiful. Awesome. Next up, we've got, you might not like me, but you sure as shit need me. Ooh, yes.
Frick. Esco.
Ooh, that is very not true. Not true
frick.
at all. Anyone else between Ryan and Spetz?
Skellige.
Yes, Spetz.
I'm going to say Lambert.
Ooh, you too are incorrect. Fantastic. So on that note, we're going to go ahead and kick it to the chat. The chat always knows best. I'm going to ask this. I'm going to appeal to your good nature, chat. I know that is the worst thing to ask of Twitch chat, but if you guys can just don't throw out the answer until we have 2 incorrect answers. I promise you guys will be able to flex your brain muscles at some point. But for now, yeah, we're going to hold off. But the answer is indeed Vincent. Everybody in the chat was 100% correct. But the scores as it stands now, Spetz, that's a -1 for you. So you're down to 1. Alias should be at -1, and Ryan, who has done absolutely nothing, is in second place miraculously, which is fantastic.
Hey, you're not allowed to play the
Well,
one.
that's
are we
not
doing,
Zero.
Oh, what's that?
are we doing the negative points? Who gets the negative points?
We are definitely going into the negatives, because at the end of the show, any points that are owed back to us, we will definitely charge them at a later date. And
Oh boy.
we charge significant amounts of interest on this as well. Damn right, the juice is flowing, friends. All right. Next up on the voice lines, here it comes. Are you ready? Let's go. You do not deserve to live.
Uma.
Yes, Alias.
Philippa Eilhart.
That is correct. That is absolutely correct. Back at it. There she goes.
There we
She
go.
has ding, ding, ding on that one.
We have a
Beautiful.
wiener.
We do have a wiener, indeed. Next up, here we go. You'll regret your mom ever squirted you out.
Shit.
That is not a proper buzzing word. But now we've just upped. We have literally just went from rated G to PG on that one outburst.
I've heard that so many times.
I have too.
Oh
You'll
my God,
regret
no,
your
I
mom
don't
ever
remember this one.
squirted you out.
You'll regret your mom ever squirted you out.
It's like a deep voice. It's definitely
Yeah.
man.
Yeah,
Like, you'll
Five.
regret.
like a really thick
Oh.
accent.
3 seconds.
I think it's Nilfgaard, but no.
I thought it was Northern Realms.
And that's it.
Oh,
All right.
Skellige.
We're going to go ahead and kick it to the chat. And again, people jumping the gun. Dear Lord, we got a little bit of a premature answeration going on.
It's gonna tell.
Yes,
Damn
it is
it.
absolutely going to tell. The answer there was Hawker support. The good news is nobody lost any points. So, yeah, it is Hawker
Right.
support. Friends, if
Hawker
you can, again, please do not answer the questions in chat until I kick it over to you. You will have a queue. I will say, okay, chat, up to you. So please just hold back a little bit, and it'll be good. You guys are,
Just
I know
put
that you
it in
guys have
emote only mode.
emote only mode.
There,
Okay. Too much to handle. I can't deal with that many emotes. All right, next up, here we go. We're all dressed up just for you.
Oh, it's
What?
I've never heard that one.
Oh dear
Yeah,
goodness.
I'm with
We're
Ryan. I
all
don't
dressed
think
up just for you.
I think I know what says it. I'm not sure which one it is, though.
Oh, she's giving away some clues here. That's a freebie. She's feeding it. All right, 5 seconds. Yes, Spets.
Is it Weavis?
That is incorrect, Spetznazzy. Unfortunately, yes, Alias.
Wispes.
That is correct.
Yeah!
Comes on in. Now here, that was a little tough one because we knew it was a crone. It was for sure a crone. Was it basket face? Was it,
Yeah.
the ugly
face.
one? Yeah, so negative 1 point goes to Mr. Spetznazzy. He's back down to 0. Fantastic. But look at that with this one swing of the bat.
Thanks, Spets. You helped me out there.
And unfortunately, RyanGodric playing the pacifist version of Gwent Trivia is solidified his neutrality at 0. Fantastic. I understand. Let's continue.
So
on to our
scared
next
to make
one.
mistakes.
Now this one is a different. This one's a tough one, and this one actually was Markthius' suggestion, and this is a very, very, very good one. Here you go. You ready? Here it comes. The time has come. Again, chat, do not answer until I kick it up. Oh dear God, there goes Ryan out of the
I'm
woods.
just gonna have to try. I think it's definitely Eridan?
5 seconds.
Is it Eridan?
It is absolutely not Eridan, unfortunately. Not Eridan.
It's Wild Hunt.
Do it again for us, Flake.
The time has come.
I think I might. Okay, let me try. Shoop!
Yes,
Is it Hemdall?
that is correct. It is Heimdall. Wow.
That's
And
not
this
even
is
a card. That's a token. You
Well,
liars.
did I say name the card? I said name who says it.
Sure. Fine.
There.
Damn, lawyered. Big time lawyered. Awesome, great stuff. Okay, so that was pretty solid. Awesome stuff, friends. That's a really good start. So if we're gonna look at the screen over there, we've got Alias in a commanding lead of 5 points.
Jesus.
Despite all his efforts, Spetznazzy has been running in place with 0 points, and RyanGodric is doing his best on the PGA Tour with a -1. He has definitely, with 1 birdie to his name, he has submitted a scorecard of 1. Friends, that was the first segment. We will be right back with another segment of brand new questions right after this. All right, friends, we're back, and the first segment was a lot of fun, and we're ready to go rock and roll straight into the second one. That commercial you just saw, that is for Wild Hunt 2 happening in Philadelphia. That is the sequel to the very, very, very awesome first Wild Hunt tournament. So if you want more information on that, be sure to follow @WildHuntGwent on Twitter, or you can ask myself or Markthius or other people who are going. Sign up. It's going to be a fantastic time, but we're going to move on to the next segment, friends. And the next segment is called Spells. And you might know a little bit about what this is going to be, but pretty much the name of the game for Spells is I am going to name a card, and you have to give me the proper spelling for that card. So are you ready? This is going to be fantastic. Now, if you want, you guys are all equipped with pens and papers. You can do ahead and write it down if you need a hand. But if you buzz in, you've got 10 seconds to go ahead and give me the proper spelling. If you are incorrect, we go to the next. Friends, in the chat, once again, I am all about you guys being cool about not yelling things out. All right, cool. So the first one, if we are all ready to go.
Wait, quick question.
Absolutely.
Do we write it down first and then Uma and show you, or?
Oh, no. You can Uma and then sort of write it out and then go. But again,
Okay,
if you're wrong, then it's,
All right.
Exactly. All right. So here we go. The first one that we're going to ask right now is Avalok. Uma, go for it. That is Alias.
I'm technically Avalok. There.
Let's see. AVALLACH is incorrect. I want the proper spelling. That is -1 for Alias. Next, anybody else want to give it a good crack? Keep in mind, this is university level paper grading here. So make sure you
Fine.
cite your sources. Next up, anybody? 5 seconds.
Yeah, Skellige.
Skellige, look at that. We convinced him. With 0 points, he's taking a whip at this. What do you have to lose?
Points.
Negative points.
Okay. Go for it, man.
Join me on the dark side.
You can see that one?
Not really, but just yell it out.
Okay. AVALLAC''H.
That is absolutely 100% correct. Yes, there is an apostrophe in Avalok, and I am going to be a stickler for details. That is the proper way to spell it. There is an apostrophe after the C and the H, because Fuck it, why not? Who the hell cares? It's a silent H even, but he said screw it. That H is not only silent, it is isolated. Like screw it.
Yeah.
All right, so back in the game is Spetznazzy. He's only one right answer away from taking a share of the lead. So next up, here we go. The next card that you guys have to spell is Sigdrifa. Is Alias. What you got? Yell it out.
Sigdrifa.
Sigdrifa is incorrect.
Damn it.
That is RyanGodric. Go ahead, Ryan.
Apparently I'm not good at spelling.
What you got? I can hardly see that, but you just gotta yell it out.
Okay, it's Sigidrifa.
Sigdrifa is incorrect.
I think I have this one, but I can't do it.
RyanGodric is climbing the leaderboard at the British Open.
No.
And so if there's anyone else out there who wants to take a swing, again, friends in the chat, please don't make me ban you. do not send it out there. But I guess you know what? Okay, if you see 2 incorrect answers, then you can go ahead and throw it out in the chat. But you're correct. The correct spelling for Sigdrifa is Sigrdrifa. Because we cram as many R's, D's, and G's in there as we possibly can. Yes, there's easily like a $7 Uber ride between vowels in that word, but it's all good. All right, are we ready to go? Next. Here we go. The next one, and this was a challenge for me. Ihuaraquax.
Oh, fuck. No, that's not gonna happen.
Ihuaraquax. I'm glad I'm reading them. See, it's like sometimes it's hard work for me too. Okay, you properly pronounce these names.
I'm not even gonna try because
Shoop! I don't have anything to lose.
Yeah, you absolutely have nothing to lose. In fact, you're already on the other end. You were in the upside
I'm on the
down.
dark side.
Yeah.
Just on the dark side.
Go for it, Ryan.
Well, I hope you can read this. Oh, I have to spell it out again.
Spell it out loud, yeah.
Sorry, it's IHUARAQUAX.
Oh my god. On his first attempt, he gets it wrong. Unfortunately, that is incorrect. That is incorrect. Does anybody else want to take a swing at this, friends?
Absolutely not.
All right.
Going deeper and deeper.
All right, chat. We're gonna go throw this out to you guys. You were very, very close there, Ryan.
Damn it!
You missed one R. It was double.
Yeah, I
R.
thought there was an R missing.
Yeah,
Like, I kind of
There was double thing over there. So let's go.
I somehow ended up with 2 X's in mine.
RRAQUAX. Yeah, so there it is. But that wasn't bad. That was not a bad attempt for someone. I'm sure this is a card that not many people play, so it's not like Villain Trettenmirth. It's a hard word to say, but people see it enough that it probably might stick in their brains subconsciously. But this one is something that you don't see very often. So valiant effort. Unfortunately, -3 for you. You are literally the polar opposite of Alias. Spetznazzy is nipping at her heels. So here we go. On to the next one. Say synthesis. Say synthesis, or as Mark called it, photosynthesis.
That is the correct name, Flake. Photosynthesis.
Yeah. Photosynthesis. No, it is say synthesis. All right, no one's taking a swing at this one. 5 seconds.
Skellige.
All right, there. Let's go, Spets.
SAESENTH. This is bad. ESIS.
Pretty good, but not quite right, unfortunately. We're going to give you the Ihuaraquax syndrome on that. Unfortunately, that is incorrect for Spets. Spets gets a solid -1 on the nasty meter. Correct. Anyone else want to
Join me.
Join me. Anybody else want to take a swing at this one?
I can't. No, I can't
All right.
figure out the.
We're all going there. All right.
consonants.
Let's go to the ever so knowing Twitch chat. Go ahead. If you are in Twitch chat and you want to go ahead and toss this one out, go for it. Say synthesis. You guys can spell it out. But I'm going to go ahead and make sure that you guys hear this out loud and clear. SAESENTHESSIS.
That's actually say synthesis.
Synthesis, yes. So there it is. Spence, you just missed out on
names.
You just missed out on one S. So instead of saying 47 S's, you only said 46 S's for say synthesis. But we're all good. All right. So I never want to say that word ever again. And the last one for the spells section is Kalak, Differin, or Salak, Differin. And you can blame CDPR for real elongating all the names, by the way. Remember, I was like, give us the real names, the long names. Questions so much harder. So.
Skellige.
Yes, Spets.
CAELLACHDYFFRIN.
Damn, son. I'm even gonna let you. I'm gonna let you off with not putting the space between the names, but you're still wrong. Unfortunately, you're still wrong.
Like you are evil.
I am definitely evil because I give you so much hope and then I dash it away. I have the high ground, Anakin, so fuck off. We're gonna go.
Now we're at an R rating.
Yes, now we have just tested it up to odds. Anybody else have a swing at this one?
Sure, Uma.
Yes.
It's probably wrong, but there. It's probably very wrong.
Different.
Deferin?
It's probably very wrong.
Dufresne.
Hey, LLACH. No, Dufferin is a street in Toronto, but
Dufferin is a street in Toronto, but it's not
but
right.
it is absolutely not the proper
No.
spelling. So chat, if you guys have anything in there, go for it. Spell it out in the Twitch chat if you are correct or not. But this one was a little bit of a tough one. So it is Kalak is CAELLACH.
Oh, Y's weren't there.
CEA.
Yeah, and then you almost had it there, Spets, except you put an I instead of a Y at the end. But you guys were perfectly on the right track, unfortunately.
We didn't get any of those right.
That's no, someone got.
No,
didn't
yeah, no, we didn't.
No, we didn't.
Yeah, no,
get any.
Spets got Avalok.
Oh, yes, I
Oh,
did.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
So we're not completely
We're not
out of
gonna
left field and stupid on this one.
Thank you, American public school system.
Yes, exactly. All right, so friends, we are going to come back with the next segment being miscellaneous questions. So get your calculators flicked on in your brain because there is some math to be done. We'll be right back after these messages. All right, we are back, friends. Again, that was about the personalities and cast of Wild Hunt 2 occurring in the middle of June. That would be Friday, June 15th through to Sunday, June 17th. It's more than just a tournament, friends. It's a community experience. So if you're interested, by all means, ask me. Follow at Wild Hunt Gwent for more details. We want to see you there if you can make it out. It is definitely the party of the Gwent party of the year, frankly. I mean, no one else is doing this, so we had a great time last time, and this time is going to be much bigger and better. On that note, speaking of bigger and better, I'm looking at your scores and I'm not too inspired, unfortunately, but it's okay. So we're doing a quick recap. I have Alias with a commanding lead after climbing this mountain for all of about 25 minutes already. She has amassed 2 big fat points, which is infinitely better than Spetznazzy's 0 point. The man operates on a trivia treadmill, and he has just been pumping those legs and gotten absolutely nowhere. At the same time, RyanGodric is in another plane of existence. Apparently, he is thinking in 4D chess. He is already ahead of the game. So 2 points for Alias, 0 for Spetznazzy, and -3 for RyanGodric, who has not gotten the memo for the rules yet. But it's okay, because we're going to the next segment, which is just as fun and just as special. It is called Miscellaneous, because I haven't figured out a good name for it yet. But basically, it's just random trivia questions regarding Gwent, the game. We do not go into any lore questions, so don't worry about it if you haven't, if you don't have a doctorate degree in the Witcher series. So here we go. The first question, my friends, is going to be, and this is going to be the most difficult one. So it's all going to be downhill from here. We're all good. If you play in this order, and your opponent doesn't play anything, you are just playing 4 consecutive cards. Dandelion Vainglory, Geralt Igni, then Zoltan Shive, then Yennefer Unicorn. How many points do you have? I'm going to give you some time on this. So once again, friends in the chat, this one's a difficult one, but this is the hardest one for this particular trivia session. Dandelion Vainglory, then Geralt Igni, then Zoltan Shive, then Yennefer Unicorn. How many points? The most points that you can get from that succession. Let me know. This one's a really, really tough one. We're gonna give you another. Yes.
This question comes right from the SATs itself. Right on the SAT test. They asked.
You know what,
question.
Mark? Mark, come on screen here for a second, because I just want, while we're giving them some privacy here and using Google, I just want to ask you, where did you get that beautiful bow tie.
Isn't
and
it wonderful? This is a Dungeons
yeah.
and Dragons bow tie, Flake. Isn't it wonderful?
I was gonna say I honestly had no idea they made ventriloquism that big that you can honestly get clothing for it, because I'm just waiting for someone to just come out from behind you and drink water while you talk. You look excellent, and I think that the chat agrees.
I had to look dashing for it. Next week I'll have suspenders where it's gonna get more I'll have a full-on glowing suit at some point.
I would think so. We need the full roddy,
that's coming.
All right,
sequence jacket. All right, so I think that they're all done here. Go ahead, and I think what we're gonna do in this case, this is a tough one. I'm gonna let everyone answer, and if everybody's right or something wrong, we're gonna go for everybody. So we'll go in sequence here. Spetznazzy, we'll go to you first here. Tell us, and nobody. I want you guys to no cheating on answers. I want to see all the numbers, and then I'm gonna tell you what the number is, and we'll assign points later. So Spetz, what did you come up with on that sequence? The most amount of points that you can get.
Do I need to show my work?
No, I don't have time for that.
No, because it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. I got 50.
All right, and Alias, what did you come up with?
I can't remember the base strength of cards, so I got 44.
Okay, and Ryan?
48.
All right, so I have a 50, a 48, and Alias?
44.
Okay. You are all incorrect.
Making me aware of me.
I was actually going to say infinite points because you don't know how many points the opponent has.
No. And again, so I preface the fact that your is not playing anything. It is just the cards that you are playing in succession. This is just throwing it out there. Okay, so the correct answer is actually 52 points.
Oh, you're close, Spets.
Yeah, and the reason being, so Vainglory comes out for 18 points. You then play. Yeah, you play Igni for 5, bringing you up to 23. Then you play Zoltan, which is an additional 12 when you move those 2 units over. And then finally, you're playing, you're playing Yen into Unicorn into the additional 10 points for the additional 17, bringing your total up to 52 points. That was the hardest question of this one. 52 was the correct answer. Definitely hard. We'll never see this kind of succession of cards ever again, I promise you that. Mainly because I had to check my work like 4 or 5 times before I wrote this question, and I was like, fuck this, it's not happening again. All right, next up, this is an easy one. We're going back to the buzzers, friends. Yeah. So here we go. Which Shoop school do you send him to if you are looking for the option that says deal 10 damage to an enemy and 5 to adjacent units?
Shoop!
That was a Shoop. Ryan?
It's the School of Magic.
That is absolutely correct. It is the mage. You send him out to the mage. The
well done.
Our tutor school
Points!
Points! So with that,
divided by 0.
That is correct. You're still in the shadow realm of points, unfortunately. That's a +2 points to Ryan
so
Godric.
He's at -2 now.
He's at -2. Get him up there. Mark is trying to cheat the system here. It's all good because we end up paying out the points in terms of. So we were trying to make sure that you don't get many because we don't have a budget for this. So, all right, next up, here we go. Very easy. If you consume Iris with Kayran, how big is Kayran? Yes.
8. No, 8. No.
Oh, it's incorrect.
12.
It's too late. It's too late. Sorry.
Sad panda.
All right, next up, anybody? Yes, Spets.
13?
That is correct. 13 is correct. Kayran comes down onto the board with a fat 5 sauce, eating Iris at 3, consuming up to 8, and then the bonus for Iris that triggers makes him 13.
Right.
Perfect. All righty then. Next up, friends, here we go.
That's right, Alias.
That's right, Alias. All right, this one is another simple one. Or so they say. No math involved, but easy. What is the name of the Northern Realms runestone?
Wait.
You
know it as runestone. Yes, Ryan.
I'm not quite sure how you pronounce it, but it's definitely with a Z at the beginning, so I would say it's the Raya, Zachoraya, something like that runestone.
All right, well, Zoria or Zoraya is, you're right. It's tough to actually figure out the pronunciation of it. I apologize. to all those mythical, ethnicities that might think that I'm being racist to the pronunciation of these fictional characters. Nonetheless, Zoriya is the correct one. Zoria, Runestone. That is absolutely correct. So 2 points to RyanGodric, who comes back. And look at the scores, ladies and gentlemen.
Back where we started, dude.
I just want to make
Look,
note,
everybody, we just started.
after 30 minutes of intense battle back and forth, we are all squared away at zeros. This is
It sounds like a normal game of soccer, football.
yeah, exactly. We have
Welcome to a brand new episode.
exactly. Why don't we just wipe this slate clean? All right, next up, the last one in the miscellaneous category, friends. Here we go. It is the first play of the game. You play Cynthia. What is the greatest strength that she can achieve?
Irma.
Yes,
18.
that is incorrect.
Never mind.
5 seconds.
Shoop!
Yes.
Infinite points because he can definitely buffer up even further and you can play endless.
No, but it's the first play of the game, so you're incorrect. So
Oh wait, no, I can't answer mine.
it is the first play of the game. All right, so the answer has already been trickled down the chat, but it is actually 25. If you are lucky enough to find Olaf in your opponent's hand, you can get a 25-point Cynthia, only to have it scorched immediately after if I'm playing. That's usually how that goes. So, friends,
Sweet.
that does it for the miscellaneous category. And look at that, with absolutely no points, Spetznazzy is way up in the lead, and the fall from grace is complete for Alias, who had a commanding lead and is now, unfortunately, in order to get that point of view, you need a shovel to dig yourself a hole. So
I told you I was playing the long game. I needed you to get a head start, and then I win by doing
Fair
nothing.
all right, so now, friends, in the chat, here's going to be the fun part, because the next segment is called Draw a Card, where we're going to have our contestants here draw cards that we suggest, and I only have 4 of the 5 questions set out. So I want everybody at one point in the chat, just go ahead and put @WatchFlake in the chat and suggest the card that you want to see drawn by our opponents, and we will get straight up to that very soon. So friends, be ready. We're back right after these messages. So this is it. This is the fantastic and most awesome part of the entire show, friends. This is where you guys get involved in the fun. So what we're going to do, it's very simple. This one's called Draw a Card. We're going to have our 3 contestants do their best sketch rendition of various cards. Now I have 4 in my back pocket ready to go to ask them to draw. They're going to get about 45 seconds or so to draw it, and then you in the audience are going to be voting on what the winner would be, and then we'll award points based on that. There's no negative points in this one. It's purely a 2-point win system based on how much you can impress. Now, it's not voted necessarily upon accuracy or whatnot. It's just if you can convince the voters to vote for you, you can make whatever you want on that paper, as long as we can definitely show this to our parents one day and not be Right. Okay, so everybody in the chat, again, I've gotten a lot of great votes and suggestions for what you guys want to see. I've written them down, and I'm going to make a game time decision where it goes. But still, if you want to get your voice heard, @WatchFlake in the chat. Tell me what card you guys want to see drawn by our contestants. We'll go down that route. So, friends, if you guys are ready, I'm going to do a little quick recap of the score. It has depressed me too much, so I will not even say them out loud. So here we go, friends. The best way to do this is to start with a very, very easy peasy one that is probably a good meta.
It's not going to be easy.
A good meta tech these days, but the first card that you have to draw is Artifact Compression. Remember that? And Mark is going to do a nice little pan of you guys drawing as you're doing it. Maybe there's some music going on. Everything's fantastic. I'm going to set up the voting options ready for you guys to go. It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful time. Wonderful time.
Are we allowed to actually explain what we've created?
If you'd like to, you'll each get some time to, tell us a little bit about your relation and, the lengths you went to be a starving artist in your earlier days, which didn't quite work out, wherein now you're on this budget trivia show trying to win the saddest of prizes of all time, but that's not true because one of you will be walking away with a brand new car. Not really, but still, there's going to be some really great prizes for you guys. And in chat, by the way, this is a good time for me to remind you all in chat that if you hit ! contest, you'll enter the random draw, which will happen at the end of this last segment before we say goodbye. One of you will win some cool prizes, which could include maybe some Steam keys for some games of your choice. So we've got some swag that we're ready to give away. So friends, at the same time, make sure that you are ready to vote, and I will tell you how to vote right soon. So what we're going to do is you guys have about 10 seconds left, and we're going to be tossing this out to everybody in the chat. We're going to open the polls for about 20 seconds or so while they can choose your fate. But when the vote opens, friends, the way to vote for your favorite people is option 1. So if you want to vote for Spetznazzy, you put ! 0. If you want to vote for Alias, ! 1, ! 2 for Ryan. That's pretty much how this goes. It is not open yet, so don't start voting, but we're going to show off all the work and then we're going to open the voting. So by all means, my friends, are you ready to rock and roll? I want to see your brilliant work. So there's artifact compression on your screen for inspiration. Let's cut to Spetz. Spetz, show us your beautiful work. What have you created for us? Make sure that it's perfectly visible. Put it out there. There is artifact compression from our beautiful Spetznazzy. Get a good look. All right, Alias, what do you have for us?
I took a bit of a experimental take on it.
Wow. Okay. That's 1 ton. Oh, okay. Yeah, that is you are clearly on another plane of like
You should have put it in a zip folder.
Very nice. Very nice. 1 ton smasheroo. Okay, perfect. Next up, what do we got? Ryan, show us your beautiful work.
I hope you can see this. This is Coral's card. You can see the 5 and the little artifact compression.
Wow.
In
okay.
here.
A little exception in this one. It's a card within a card, and I guess you're fine because she does create a artifact token that's really good. Now, again, I just want to let you know that the contest here, the questions at hand, is to draw the card itself. But I mean, if you guys want to get creative, you guys are going to be looking to grab some wins. So I have. Dear God. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so have I started? Let's go. Hold on a second. We are voting on. Let me open this up here and start. Perfect. So it is in. Ready to go. Make sure that you put your vote. I think it's working. I hope it's working. Yeah, it's working. All right, we're going. So we're tallying the vote. ! 0! Point. Yeah.
I know the guy's wearing a helmet, but I decided to let us all see his feeling. Like, look at that face. He's tired.
Oh, hold on a second.
Who's who again?
No. I'm sorry. This is completely my mistake. It's ! Vote space 0 ! Vote space 1. This is completely my fault. This is I mixed up. I should have tested this prior. I got mixed up with a few things. There's a lot going on in the background. I know. This is definitely my fault. ! Vote. That is my fault indeed. So go ahead, put ! Vote 0 for Spetznazzy, ! 1. Vote space 1 for Alias, and ! Vote space 2 for Ryan. That is absolutely my fault. I should have gotten that correct the first time. But you know what? Shit happens, mother effers. This happens.
We've already gone past the point of no return.
Yeah, you can just drop the bombs. It's fine.
I know, we'll drop the F-bombs. We'll edit those out with quacks and random beats and stuff, right? So we are going to cut the vote off straight away. That is done. And the cool part about this is that this was a runaway win. You guys could probably get the idea coming from the chat over there and seeing how this went. Runaway win for Spetznazzy, 60 fat votes for Spetz. The next closest was Ryan with 6. So good job on that one. That was a lot of fun. All right, so we know what we're doing. We're going to reset.
Don't appreciate real art.
I think it's because you misspelled ton.
Oh, for sure.
That's not how you spell.
All right, friends, next up, here we go. We're going to try something brand spanking new. The next card that you guys are going to be drawing is none other than our favorite, Camby. Very simple. There it is on screen for reference. Take a look. As we do this, I'm going to make sure that I don't F up anymore. And, that's asking a lot, but I think I can do this. So
believing is half the power.
Oh, that's half the power, half
It's
the
half the
other
battle.
half is half the battle. And when you add up both halves, you're still depressed because you're still messing up. But it doesn't matter. We're all good. Mark, you still look handsome and as dashing as always. And I swear to God, when you're done with that 12-year-old's magic show party that you're going to be doing later, I cannot wait to review our notes for this show. But my goodness, you look good. Yeah, seriously. That's fantastic. That is some excellent ventriloquist dummy cosplay by Markthius right there. Looking dashing as always. All right, next up, friends. As we continue onward, you guys get a good solid 10 more seconds. Remember, everybody in the chat, if you haven't already, exclamation point contest gets you in the random draw at the end of the show, and we're wrapping that up very soon, so you won't have to wait too long. But before we get to that, we are about to regale you with some absolutely majestic art. This is Louvre quality stuff here, friends. Okay, and I'm talking about like the Louvre, which is like the hipster bar down the street over here, where they play Simon and Garfunkel records backwards and get all funky. All right. On that note, let us be ready to show off our spectacular work. I think that we're ready to go. Right.
Literally 10 more seconds.
10 more seconds. Well, that's not part of the deal.
I can stop.
All right. Well, I can ramble on and on and on here. Start with Ryan. Let's go start with Ryan then. We'll see what Ryan wants to do. Ryan, show us your beautiful work.
I hope you will. I hope this is fine. I just had to do it. There was no other.
It's Candy. Oh dear God Almighty!
Jesus.
Okay, just
It's
cut
smiling.
cut to my shade.
Oh no!
Oh, we got the Alias reaction.
It
Oh,
says cock-a-doodle-doo.
all right. Well, Alias goes on screen to rescue us from this dear God nightmare. Put it back up, Alias, please. We need to
That's
cleanse our
Vegas.
minds real quick. Excellent. There it is. There is an actual Candy. Oh,
All right,
Jesus!
I think I'm ready now. When you're ready to cut to me.
Yeah, if we're still, if I'm not banned from Twitch yet, then yes. By all what do you got, buddy?
All right, here we go. Just got like a bunch of dead
What is
guys
it?
down here. And
Okay.
then this is gold up there. Obviously, as I've said, this is gold. And then he's a fried chicken. So
Okay.
He says bacall.
That's interesting. So it's actually
Nice.
Candy, like some type of Kentucky Fried Chicken ad, where not only is the bird majestically and crispy, but all the dead bodies in its wake from
Ryan-
years of heart disease.
Ryan coming in with the terms of service answer.
Yes, exactly. Testing our limits on that one. All right, ladies and gentlemen, now open exclamation point vote space 0 for Spetznazzy, exclamation point vote space 1 for Alias, and if you are void of decency, then you will hit vote space 2 for RyanGodric, who has made a wonderful last appearance on the show. It's incredible for the last possible last.
Sometimes
episode.
you don't have a choice. You just
Yeah.
have to follow the.
I was gonna say the final
I sacrificed
desperate
myself.
maneuvers of a man in last place. All right, so we're gonna keep the voting up very, very shortly. So yeah, this has been quite revealing. What a last hurrah for this. All right, friends, we're gonna be closing the voting here in about 5 seconds. So please get your last thing in there. And yeah, friends, awesome possum on that one. They all look great, but the voting is now closed. We're gonna close the voting. Perfect. It is donezo. Perfect. Okay, so it's a good thing I closed it when I did, because I was just to
first of
simmer
all.
for a little while. But Alias did win with 16 votes again. And the thing about it is that RyanGodric, who was really not getting any votes for the first half of this, shot to a very close second by the end of it. So Spetznazzy had unfortunately was the third one there, but we're gonna give 2 points to Alias, and we'll forget about this whole portion of the show. That was spectacular. All right, ladies and gentlemen, the next card that we're gonna go straight into is everybody's favorite right now, the one card that everybody loves to see and anticipates, who makes their Gwent experience so damn tasty, Imlerith Sabbath. So there's the card on screen for your reference, friends. Take a look at that, and we're going to go ahead and get you writing on that. I'm sure that there's going to be some choice words for this card in chat. People must love this, must absolutely adore this card. Mark, I want to just cut to you for a second here. You've been playing some Pro Ladder, here and there. What is your experience with Imlerith Sabbath? If you were to draw him How many knives would he have in his back right now?
Oh goodness! You know what? It's an interesting card, Flake. I think if you're playing monsters these days and you don't play Sabbath, I mean, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
That seems to be the trend.
Besides living a life of pious, decency, but I have no idea, honestly.
Now
Card that's out there.
I'm a little afraid to cut back to Ryan here. I'm a little.
Well, we're gonna open, let's open with Alias this time.
Oh
Okay.
wait, I'm not.
Wait,
ready.
wait,
No, I'm
we're not done
ready
yet,
at
are we?
all.
No.
me neither.
We're just chatting. We're just chatting.
We're gonna give you a few extra seconds here. Now, I'm assuming that Ryan is probably gonna focus on these the peripheral aspects of Implement Sabbath,
Yeah.
like his harem that he has going on. I don't know.
No way,
I'm not
what?
a doctor. Yeah. So we'll just crop this and fix it out later. But I'm sure that you guys have all seen Superbad, right?
Oh yeah. Good
Yeah.
movie.
So the scene where certain people draw certain objects on everything. It was like something that I just drew dicks everywhere. I drew dicks here. I drew dicks there. That could have been just a super bad cosplay that Ryan was trying to pull off there. All right, friends, we are wrapping this up. So 5 more seconds before pencils down. Unfortunately, listen, we can't. This isn't art school, mofos. Okay, we gotta keep it going. We gotta keep going. Gotta keep rolling. Roll. All right, let's wrap it up. So we're gonna go pencils down.
No.
Class, don't give me that. None of that. And
Fine.
let's make this happen. We're gonna cut straight to Alias. We're gonna start with Alias this time.
This is
I
terrible.
want to see Alias, the beauty of that wonderful stuff that you've got going on here.
That's terrible.
Is it really? That's not bad. Apparently, fucking Sabbath has
this is
been
great.
in the gym. Jesus Christ. Holy Moses.
It's so bad.
No. Can we put that back up there? I just want to, if I had the option right now, first of all, he looks like Xerxes from the 300 with a lot of time, working his core. Plus,
Yeah.
are those like the fry
Terrible.
guys from is that 2
I have no
female
idea.
grimaces from McDonald's that he's like that is
That's a complicated card to draw quickly. Okay.
absolutely. But I noticed that you've got all his 6-pack. It's perfectly detailed.
I did.
Fantastic.
Yes.
All right, next up, we're gonna go to Spetznazzy. Show us your work.
Oh, this is gonna be bad.
Oh yeah.
All right,
Let's-
so we've got
let's see.
the 3 ladies. You can see they're massive.
Okay, now
and
you
he's in a
can't
nice-
tell me that that's not a dick.
I can and I will.
Oh my
And
god.
he's just in his nice, comfy sofa, like a horrifying and shade Mr. Rogers.
Apparently, Ryan is seeing himself as another person. Jesus, Murphy. That's a dick. It's a dick. I swear.
This
all
segment's
right,
going
Ryan.
great.
Ryan, let's just pour some whiskey in my coffee, and then we'll cut to you. Go for it, Ryan. What do we have here?
You sure you're ready?
I know I'm not, but I will do
Alright,
it
so
anyway.
there's a lot going on here.
Yeah.
So either you've got a counter, or you haven't, which is mostly happening. And
Yeah.
as you can see, this is the Chinese version, so it's censored. Definitely not age restricted. And above Ilmarith in the back. Yeah.
That is beautiful. Again, he has clearly been doing like Arnold Schwarzenegger regimen because he is freaking ripped. There's no way he can tie his shoes with biceps that big. That's insane. All right, well, there you have it. There are the 3 options, friends. Let's make this happen. The voting is now open.
Oh, yeah.
Crazy. Again, Spetznazzy is 0. Alias is 1, and our good friend Ryan, the pornographer Godric, is vote 2. So let's.
Oh, boy.
There is no vote 3, only Liam. It is 0, 1, or 2. You can blame the Streamlabs chatbot for that, for making 0 the first option.
It's
We're gonna
a
close
real
the voting in
number.
about 10 seconds, friends. So get your votes in. Again,
Everyone who's voting for me understands minimalist style.
yeah.
That's all
We
I'm
all
saying.
have different styles here. It's fantastic, and I mean, can we just really briefly cut back to Alias? And Alias, can you show us what you got going on over there? Because I want to see. It literally looks like this in like 10 years when they run out of Mr. Clean commercial ideas. That's what's gonna happen. It's just gonna be him on a throne saying "clean some shit," and then that's pretty much how it goes. All right, so
Mr. Clean.
the voting closed a little while ago. Actually, this is a very, very interesting thing here as I let the last little bits of votes trickle in. This is there is a tie on this
There's a
one.
tie.
There's an absolute tie. Now, I won't tell you who won, but I will tell you who lost, and it was Spetznazzy. So a tie between Alias and Ryan, 11 votes apiece. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna each give them 1 point of the possibility.
No.
So you split that, which means that the next one is
Oh boy.
Oh dear
Oh my
God.
Oh boy.
It's getting spicy. So no, Spetznazzy doesn't get the yeah. So Ryan goes up to 1, Alias to 2, and Ryan stays at 0. So if Ryan gets the next win, it's going to be a 3-way tie going into the last vote, which
Oh
is
boy.
spicy.
And
I
I
You
don't
don't
know
know
what the script says, guys. Don't
The
forget what the script says.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. The
Flake-
fix is in. This isn't
Like,
like
what was the who did Spets get the point or did Ryan get the point? I'm sorry, I missed that.
Ryan and Alias both got a point. So the
Ryan and Alias get the point.
yeah. So the so 1 point each. So the scores as the straight away perfect and amazing. I promise you, this isn't like European soccer. We're not fixing the game here. So let's make this happen. The last one of our choosing before we go to the fan vote, friends, is Toad Prince. Toad Prince.
I need
And
my
now-
art glasses.
I know for a fact that there is a giant tongue on this picture. So I fear for what I have just walked myself into in terms of pictures and such. Ryan, I am asking you, let's at least keep this so that most of the show can still be shown at one point. Friends, we're going to go straight to this. Now, Mark, I just want to get your thoughts on this drawing segment. This is your first exposure, and I use that word very carefully to this segment of drawing. What are your thoughts on this whole scenario going on? As
despite our terms of service violations, I think that it's going absolutely stunning. Maybe next time we pick some cards that they're a little bit more PG.
And it's funny because this is now like this scenario has now kind of kicked some influence into what I'm going to choose from the audience suggestions, because based on Ryan's erotic literature that he's provided us, cards like
Radovid
vests and stuff like that. I don't know if I want to choose this one yet. But friends, again, in the this is the last one that they're going to be drawing in the that of our choosing, of Mark and I choosing.
Yes.
But there is going to be an audience suggestion for the last card. So yes.
Can we take a moment to take a gander at Spetz's spectacles that he's drawing with? I mean, look at those beauties.
I would absolutely make a wicked comment on these. He's taking the Ray Charles approach to this, which is, drawing purely by the guidance.
This is my art.
I don't know if Spetznazzy. I don't know if Spetznazzy. I don't know if he's drawing it or welding his answer, but
It's
one of the two options.
It's wood burning. He's wood burning his answer.
Don't make me get the acetylene torch.
Okay. So Spetznazzy chooses to. Anyway, I'll make that joke later. Let's just cut straight to it. Let's start with Spetz. That puts those glasses on and show us. Okay, hold on a second. Now, apparently, you chose to provide your answer doing Mach 2 and protecting your eyes. When you parked your World War I plane, was it difficult to find parking for it, or were you able to just go ahead and park it anywhere on the street?
There was a house in my way, but they were very agreeable once there wasn't a house on the street and my plane was there.
Okay, cool.
And it's a dirigible, not an airplane.
And your audition.
Okay, so this is gonna look a little bit like Grimace on crack, but
oh wow.
That is beautiful.
That is really good, actually, and you got the perfect angle and curve on that tongue. That's exactly where it goes. Clearly, he's been looking at the screen a little bit too much because he's majorly cross-eyed. But I'm sure you can put that on. I'm sure you can put that on a shirt and sell some T-shirts. Let's cut straight to Alias on that one. Let's go to the next one.
It's me.
Yes. Oh wow! All right, cool. So not only did you.
Card you don't want.
Yeah, card you don't. Yeah, exactly. The flies that he eats, amazing. Well done. I mean, Toad Prince, which is pretty much the why you play Manticore card a while ago. But and Ryan got.
Can you repeat that real quick?
Yes, the why you play Manticore. Oh,
Is that maybe a Manticore in his stomach?
It's absolutely a Manticore in his. Oh my god. Oh my
And
god.
I just for the, just as a bonus, he's got a toad head like from Mario. I just had to put that in there.
Oh, okay. So we're doing all right. Well, that's fine. The boldest crossover event occurred right here on this trivia show. Fantastic. Those are really good. I'm completely and utterly digging the amazing amounts of creativity that you guys are busting out over here. It's fantastic. But I don't decide. I don't decide what jokes to make about Spetznazzy's glasses, and even then I'm running out of ideas. So go ahead and
win this one. Just have them as my good luck glasses. There we go.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to open the as soon as I spell Spetznazzy right, I'm going to go ahead and open the voting for everybody out there to, decide. You guys choose who is in charge, friends. So the voting is now open. Go ahead, toss it out there. ! Vote space 0 for our friend Spetznazzy. ! Vote space 1 for Alias.
Yours looks demonic, dude.
There you go. Yeah, honestly.
You guys know what you have to vote for if you want a 3-way tie to make it in.
That guy needs to see an eye doctor because he is looking in 2 different directions. That's amazing.
Hey, he's just really happy. He just had a manticore for dinner.
Shit happened.
He's out of his mind. He's on another planet.
I'm not going to argue on this one. Look,
There's no vote 3.
I don't know about amphibious diets, but apparently giant like moose angry vampire dudes. That's probably what their primary,
moose.
Well, I don't know what a fucking manticore is.
It's a moose horse abomination nightmare.
Moose horse.
It's a lion, and
I mean, I live in Canada. We have mooses,
No moose in there.
but they're actually quite nice. All right. Next up on the docket, my friends, we're gonna go. The voting is now closed, so it's very nice of you to vote. Thank you very much. And again, we're gonna stop that voting straight away. Ba-boom. All right, good stuff. Now this one is very interesting because this was a very, very close vote, friends. And the winner of this one is none other than Glasses Goggles McGee over there, Spetznazzy. Amazing. And I'm sure with that, yeah, cool. So with those goggles on, you can celebrate your victory at the bottom of the ocean, apparently. Well done. Congratulations.
I think I just put these on upside down.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just please return those to Michael Phelps when you're done. Thank you. All right. I think that was like 9 different goggles jokes. I am 100% done. All right. So the last option for this, friends, is that we are going to be going to the audience for their last and for our last draw a card suggestion. Now, we're going to give you some extra time on this because we want to make sure that you guys got this straight away and fantastic. So you'll get a little bit of extra time, but we have decided that the last card for you to draw and exalt us with is Uma. Uma. Yes. So, Mark.
Yes, sir.
Mark. I could not end this show without at least showing off the brilliance of your outfit one more time. It's amazing. It's absolutely
Thank you.
Amazing. Now, who are you wearing? What designer hated themselves enough to create that outfit?
I don't know who makes this. Something called Geek Tie. I don't know, something like that. The shirt is Express because when you're classy, Express. But yeah, this came from a loot box. Actually, that's where I got a lot of people ask me, where do you get this bow tie? I wear it on many occasions. I wore it to a wedding. A lot of people say, where did you get that wonderful bow tie? This Dungeons and Dragons bow tie came from a loot box. Pretty cool stuff, man.
That's
hashtag not an ad.
Hashtag not an ad.
Not an ad.
That's incredible. I mean, it's just, to me, it's very impressive that you're both able to create balloon animals for 5-year-olds and produce the show. Like, it's just absolutely incredible.
I also pull a toad prince out of a hat. It's a whole Gwent
toad prince out of a hat, and out of that comes a magic.
Right, exactly.
That is the way of things. My friends out there in Chatland, I just want to remind you once again that you can enter the contest for the random draw at the end of the show, ! Contest. And we will pick a random name, and you yourself win some cool prizes, such as various list of Steam keys that you get to choose some games out of. And I want to thank everybody before we get to the last bits and pieces of this. This has been an exceptional experience, and I want to thank everybody who's been in the chat and stuck around for us. If you yourself are interested in being on this show, you can contact myself or Markthius. We produce this show every 2 weeks. It is presented by Gwent Lodge, so you can hop on that Discord. But the Lodge of Sorceresses are the ones that put this together. I am merely the host, and Markthius is the magic behind the camera, who makes all the cool flashiness and makes the fire so bright and so amazing. So let's cut back to our brilliant artists as they make this happen. Let's do this. Let's do this. So, friends, without further adieu, as I reach down into my French Quebec roots to say that as, non-arrogantly as possible, we're going to go ahead and make sure that you guys have enough time. Are you done? Are we all good? I think you're all good.
I think it's only gonna get worse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because rock bottom is not the worst that we've been here. All right, let's make this happen. Let's go. We're gonna go and cut it straight away. We'll start with RyanGodric because that seems to be the fan favorite right now. Shock jock. He's like the Howard Stern of the episode. Go for it, my friends. What kind of filth have you brought forth today with Uma?
Actually, it's just a normal card.
Oh!
With big old butterfly that he's
That's
chasing.
that's wholesome and nice. I'm just waiting for you to drop that and have like,
Dick!
yeah, and it's a dick. Yeah, all right, good stuff. That was a lot of fun. All right, so there's RyanGodric. Let's go to Alias.
Yes.
Alias, what magic have you brought forth? All right, let's see. Wow, that's very nice. 2 butterflies. None of which are
wow,
in
yeah.
hand, making it as accurate as possible. So he's doubled his chances of catching a butterfly. Fantastic.
Yes.
Stuff. Uma. All right, my friend Spetznazzy, what kind of weird contraption steampunk headgear do you have on now? All right,
So,
glasses.
Here it is. He's got like one side of him is always it's just been
Dear
messed up.
Lord.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
He is the ugliest man alive. Look at him. He's done gone wet and peed himself.
Look, apparently he only skipped half of leg day because
It's like something out of a Roald Dahl book.
holy Jesus.
If Roald Dahl was the devil,
Yeah. Oh my god
Flake,
almighty.
I think that all the important bits are here.
Mark,
I think you broke Flake.
I think my 2-year-old nephew drew that.
Yeah, oh dear lord, his head looks like a radish. It's what the hell's going on? All right, everybody, put up your one. The voting is now open, friends. If you like Spetznazzys, it's excellent.
Of course you do.
0 exclamation point, vote 1 for Alias, and exclamation point, vote 2 for the lovely RyanGodric. Holy moly, is that beautiful? Dear goodness gracious me. Those are
He's
some
so close to actually touch it. Like in the card. You always want him to actually touch
know
the
it.
butterfly.
No matter how often you watch that, you're just like, this time? No.
Yeah, exactly. This is gonna be it.
Trust me, I've had this kind of PTSD watching Larry the Archosaur try to eat that goddamn bird over and over again. Just never seems to happen. Okay, that was exceptional. That was fantastic. Lots of fun. Friends, we're going to go to the final tally of the score over here. And this is unprecedented. Let's make that happen. We're going to stop the vote in about right now.
Not gonna be
The
close.
vote is now closed, friends.
You are very
done
Canadian
and
there.
over with. It was a lot of fun, but we can only crown one winner, and that winner happens to be none other than AliasV with 16
Woohoo!
big fat votes, bringing
Thanks,
the
friend.
total and tally for
Oh,
her
dear.
score up to $4 and $4.
$1 million.
Yeah, so we're gonna. It's
Holy.
okay. We can end on ties. These things happen. We can pass this along. Well,
No, we should have the chat vote on who has the better glasses.
Well,
That's
you're
true.
gonna win. Come on.
We can. Hey, I'm part of this too. Hello. Yeah.
Hello.
All right. So that is the end of the game, and I know it's just a cliffhanger for next episode, which happens in two weeks from now. But I want to thank everybody who's been on the show today, from Spetznazzy, Alias, and even you, RyanGodric, who adds extra spice. But Spetznazzy,
After
thank
my
you very much.
downfall at the beginning.
Where can we find you, Spets? Give us a little bit of information about you, my friend.
So only very recently could you even be close to finding me anywhere. I am going to start streaming at some point. You can just find me at twitch.tv/Spetznazzy. Probably going to be the lowest quality streams you will ever see until I actually get a computer. But yeah, I'll be there sometimes.
Awesome. Great. And apparently I've just got word that if his stream with those glasses on, he does it. Good stuff. That is high quality stuff. Alias.
Yes.
AliasV.
Hi.
When you're not throwing cats around, what are you doing and where can we find you?
You can find me at twitch.tv/AliasV, kind of like my name over there. You can find me on Twitter as well, at AliasV on Twitch, if you want to go and follow me and stuff. And yeah, I have those two things, so.
Awesome. Well, and great stuff. I have good words to say about Alias. She's a very great person I've met. We've done coffee. Good people. So go check her out if you are into the ethical throwing of cats.
Yes, I throw cats at people I like.
Absolutely. Let's go over to RyanGodric, my man, Ryan, who added the necessary extra flavor to this stream. It was great to have you, my man. Thank you so much for coming on by. How do you feel being the only loser in this 3-person race?
You know what? I actually don't feel like a loser because minus. That's for the first time.
That was good. No. It was a lot of fun. That was really cool. And where can we find you, my friend? Tell us where and what you do.
It should be Monday and Wednesdays on Twitch/RyanGodric as well, exactly like my name here, and then on Twitter as well, RyanGodric, and since yesterday also on Instagram because I've got a new phone which can take actually decent photos. So I'm happy for that.
Yes, and judging by the pictures you draw, I'm sure that you need count. So there you go. Yes, I want to say a big thank you to you as well. Everything, friends, that you see up here on the screen, the animations, the everything. Markthius was behind the pulling the proper levers and pressing the right buttons. Unfortunately, since he was so busy producing the show, no one told him about how to properly dress. But damn it, you look good. You even managed to kick that one off.
Well, I overdressed, Flake. What can I say? I overdress.
And you absolutely, it's better than underdressing. Let's just put it that way.
That's exactly.
Absolutely, every time.
Someone here isn't wearing pants.
That's correct. You will never know. I use green screen pants, so you can. I just appear as a floating torso. Yeah.
That's terrifying.
Markthius, can you tell us if anybody else is on the show? Give us a little bit of information about how they too can be part of the show. And before we get to the final, hold on. We still have the giveaway to do. So friends, don't go anywhere yet.
One more thing.
Yes. For me?
What am I saying? Wait, what am I doing?
Okay, so I'll just say the friends hit a 2-point contest to enter the random draw at the end of the show. We're going to be doing that right before we sign off in a few minutes or a few seconds. But Mark, if anybody is interested in actually appearing on the show or participating or even submitting questions, anything you want to do, how can they get in touch with us?
Absolutely. This is a bi-weekly show that we're going to be doing right here on Flake's channel, usually taking place on Saturdays. This is a special occasion we do it on a Sunday. It usually takes place every other Saturday. If you'd like to get involved in the show, submit some questions, or if you're interested in being on the show yourself, all you have to do is go to Twitter and you could tweet at myself, at Markthius, send a tweet to Flake at WatchFlake, or you can even tweet the Lodge of Sorceresses at Gwent Lodge. You can also check out their Discord at Gwent Lodge, where everything takes place there. That's probably the best place to do it. Join the Lodge of Sorceresses. It's a fun place to hang out. This whole show brought to you by them. Thank you very much, Lodge, for putting this great thing together.
Yeah.
No, it was so lots of love to them for sponsoring the prizes and everything. And further ado, my friends, before you have to unfortunately look at that wonderful mug of a man named Markthius for much longer, we are going to go ahead and close the giveaway. The giveaway is now closed, friends, and we're going to go ahead and pick a winner. So if you are the winner that we have chosen here, please reach out to me at WatchFlake on Twitter or here in the chat, and we will get you set up with how to probably do this. Also, you can reach out to me and find me on Discord. I'm all over the place. I'm in the Gwent Lodge Discord channel. So we have chosen the winner, and the winner is, and as I wait for the lag to occur, it is none other than our friend I Am Flag. I Am Flag, congratulations, good person, someone that appears in many streams. Yes. Lots of love. So Mark, throw up all our beautiful contestants on the screen one more time for the sign off. So adios, my friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. You can find me at WatchFlake on Twitter or right here at www.twitch.tv/WatchFlake. It's been my honor and pleasure to do this show for you guys. We'll see you again in 2 weeks. To Alias, to Spetznazzy, to RyanGodric. Thank you guys.
Wait, we want to do our thing. Ryan, do the thing. Stand up.
Come on, do it.
No, you can be a little lower. Wait, there.
He has turned up.
Oh, dear Lord. My goodness. I was not aware of this. Given the fact I'm not wearing pants, I will not do any of these dances.
That was just to prove that I am wearing pants. That's all.
Okay. There are other ways to do this. All right, friends, thank you very much. We will see you again in 2 weeks. And again, if you're interested, contact us and we will get you on the show. Submit questions. Much love. Adios. Let's all wave goodbye. See you later.
Bye.